after we get to the house, okay? Okay. So gorgeous. What an amazing save. Everybody, this is freedom. This is our freedom. Why are you licking the straw? Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Here's my straw. This is Freedom, everybody. The dog that we fought so hard for on the first Cruelty case. If you remember, we were live and this puppy was sitting in a crate with no bottom in the hot 90+ degree temperatures on a slab of cement, direct sunlight, no food, no water, feces, trash. The neighbors were spraying him, hosing him down to cool him off.
Let me get your knife.
He's been in the kill shelter now since the day that we got him removed from his horrific existence. And finally, after every day of fighting and calling, they were done. They released him to us, Broward Animal Care and Control. They had a holding time, and today was the day to release this baby boy that we have given the name Freedom. I was trying to think of a name that was strong and would represent what we endured to get him safe, and it just made sense to me today. It's D-Day, and okay, bud. And as I was walking out my door to come to rescue Freedom, there was a gentleman on TV, and he said, "Freedom is not free. There's a price for freedom." And let me tell you what, amen to that, if that's not the truest statement that I've ever heard in my life. What a fight. What a fight to get this boy safe, and it should not be that difficult. Channel 4 News, I want to say thank you. Channel 4 News for coming out and covering this story. I don't know when it will air, but I'll find out and I'll share it with all of our supporters that are out of state and put the link up. When we first got him, he was a wild man, rightfully so, because he's been cooped up in a kennel for a week at the shelter. Although they did say he was amazing there. But we've been driving, and he's actually had the music playing, and he was just resting on Shelly's lap, and he was staring me in the eye with his beautiful, soulful eyes, almost like to say, thank you. Don't worry about the straws. We're watching him, Kay. We're not going to let him eat a straw.
No,
trust me, we have nothing to worry about here. We did not go to all of this to let him eat a straw. Thank you for your kind words of support. You can't give up. You know, if we just called and they didn't come and we walked away, he would still be sitting in his horrible life, maybe dead. He probably would have been dead by now. He's a baby. He's probably 3 to 4 months of age. He still needs to be neutered. Other than that, he's vaccinated, microchipped. He's been given preventative. And we're going to let him run and get all of his energy out once we get back to the rescue house, which should be here in about 10 minutes. The puppy that was saved from neglect, yes. And brought to the Broward Kill Shelter, yes. Now let me also tell you, you know, the kill shelter in Broward is full. The director put out a video stating that they are not taking in any more dogs or cats. We have a serious problem on our hands, everybody, because that means all these cruelty cases that are out there, just like Freedom and the ones that we dealt with the other day, the 3 dogs, which, mind you, all of you, thank you for sending your countless thousands and thousands of emails. And I have to tell you, in reference to the second cruelty case with the 3 dogs in Lauderhill with the authorities that failed, epically failed, the 4 police officers, everybody's getting an automated response, basically putting the heat on Broward Shelter. The shelter, you know, they went out, the police went out. They were forced. They went out, and the dogs were forced to be taken in. But they did not do that when they initially went out. Remember everything we went through, basically like death threats and being screamed at and called all kinds of vulgar language. We are not here to make trouble for anybody, not the police, not the animal control. We would love to, nothing more than to be able to work with the authorities as a team. There are laws. Let me just say one thing that's been going around and around in my mind ever since the day of the cruelty case in Lauderhill. I've never had so many supporters reach out to me privately offering assistance, and the thousands and thousands of emails that are still going on to all the officials, to the commissioners. I'm going to say one thing, okay? No matter what anybody's opinion is on anything that transpired with the cruelty case, there's only one thing that we need to remember. One thing. There are laws and there are statutes. Poor Shelley. There are laws and there are statutes that are in place for a reason, that people work so very hard to be implemented. Those laws and those statutes are in place for a reason. And with that, all the officials, it is their job to enforce those laws and statutes. Everything that transpired on that property in Lauderhill, everything broke the law and broke the statute. With our officials not knowing their own law and statute, I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable on every single level. This is not me being a crazy extremist and animal activist. This is me speaking the truth. Law is law, statutes are statutes. You can all have your opinions. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You need to abide and follow. That's why laws are put in place, okay? And if the officials are not going to enforce the laws, then we have a serious problem. And we are going to continue to be that voice for these animals if the officials are not going to implement and enforce the laws. We're not going to stand by, and we're not going to be talked to and to be made to feel like we are the criminal when we are trying to do what is right and follow the law. We did everything. We followed protocol. We followed every step. We didn't steal. We didn't trespass. And still, it took that much, and we're still fighting. Truth will come out always. Don't give up. Keep those emails going. Keep the phone calls going. And I can't answer. Sorry. But right now, as you can see, Freedom is on his fluffy pink bed on Shelly's lap. We will be getting off the exit at the rescue house in about 3 miles. We'll be there in 7 minutes. There's quite a bit of traffic in front of me, but I wanted to go live and I wanted to update everybody that it takes a village and it shouldn't be this hard to save a life. And remember one thing, no matter what anybody's opinion is, law is law, statutes are statutes. You can't argue them. And for the family that had these 3 dogs in Lauderhill that were posting all over our page under our live videos, showing the dogs now in their backyard, off leash, off tethers, running around, playing. Let me say something. That makes me happy. And if that's what the outcome is for all the hard work that we did as a team, as a village, with all of your help, and they're saying all kinds of nasty white bitches and racial comments, I have nothing negative to say other than the fact that if those dogs are finally off tether and they're not sitting in the heat and the hot temperatures suffering in cages, which is against the law and all statutes, and which is why they were forced to remove their dogs from those situations, then everything that we did was worth it. It was worth the fight. So I want nothing more than to see these dogs off leashes, off tethers, out of crates, out of the heat, out of garages. If you cannot take care of an animal the right way, responsibly, then do everybody, the whole world, a favor and stop getting a dog. I don't know, people just enjoy inflicting pain and suffering on innocent animals. Shame on you. You must be one weak individual. In fact, wow, my phone is blowing up. So I'm going to get off. I'm driving, and I just want everybody to see how amazing Freedom is doing right now. He's calming down. He's very content. I'm going to get the music playing. He loves music. He's just taking it all in, looking out the windows at the sky, and he's loving the love. We'll go live when we get back to the rescue house, everybody. But again, I just wanted to do this video to say thank you. As you know, I always say I'm taking all of you along with every part of this journey. I believe transparency is everything in rescue. We can't do this without you. So thank you.